is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm. What heights of love, what depths of peace, when fears are stilled, when striving cease, my comforter.
Welcome again this Thursday morning as we continue with our morning devotion from the book of James. And the whole chapter is talking about how a believer can overcome trials in his life, how a believer can overcome and conquer trials in his life. And the whole chapter, even though it might seem like it has different subheading, but the overall picture of the first chapter of the book of James, simply put, is talking to believer on ways whereby they can conquer trials in their life. James, as he was writing this episode, he was writing to believers, and he was trying to demonstrate to them that the faith that you have, the faith you have in Christ, should always produce fruit in your life. And some of the fruits that can be manifested and seen in a believer is the endurance, the perseverance, the trust in God when a believer is going through a hard time. And that's the main point that James is driving right from the onset of the first chapter in the book of James. So today we are looking at verse number 17. Verse 17, as we still continue on that, how can you conquer trials? Simply put, you have to know the origin of the trial. And we see that God at times allows trials to come in our lives. He allows them, yes, but He allows them. But then again, you cannot say that God is the one who tempted you to get into a trial, or God is the one who led you into a sin, such that you find yourself in a trying situation. James is telling us, no, God can never do that. It's not the portion of God to try you. It's not the portion of God to lead you into temptation and into sin. It is not. But after contrasting what really is, after contrasting and telling us that, look, the temptation, the trials that you are going through simply comes from your own. It starts by cravings. You crave something, you desire, and God has created us with those cravings, and He has put it in us. It's good. But then we desire things that are forbidden. When you do that, then you cross the line, and then you start to put it in your mind, you think about it, you picture it in your mind, and then after that you are driven to doing it, and then you end up sinning and then falling into temptation or into sin. So you see, it's your own making. That's why you've fallen into sin. So nobody can say that really God drove me into sin, but it's out of your own desires, out of your own lust. But in verse 17, James again shifts our focus. He's now trying to let us know, don't say it's God that is led you to sin, He has led you to temptation. No, it is of your own lust and desire. But this is what God can do inside of your life. This is what really God is. If you are to conquer trials inside of your lives, you have to know that it is not God who tempts you to sin, but then again, this is what God does in you. This is what God does in you. In verse 17, it says this: every good gift and every perfect gift is from above and comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turnings. Every good gift and every perfect gift is from above. So here James is telling us, you want to conquer trials, know this, that God is not tempting you, leading you into sin, but then every good, every perfect gift is from God and God alone. You see, it is the nature of God. With God there is no evil, with God there is no harm. Every good and perfect it means that God is supreme. God is majestic over the universe, the creator. He is good and perfect. There's no imperfection with Him. And everything that is good comes from God. In other words, again, James is reminding us that the blessings that you enjoy, the fruitfulness of your Christian life that you enjoy, it comes straight from God, and He's the one who gives us the blessings to enjoy. He is the source of goodness. He is the source of joy. He is the source of perfection inside of our lives as Christians. So we can never say that God is evil and He can lead us into evil. That's why in Deuteronomy chapter number 32, verse number 4 says this: He is the rock, His work is perfect. For all his ways are judgment, a God of truth and without iniquity, just and right He is. Again in Psalms 18 verse 30 says, As for God, His ways is perfect. The word of the Lord is tried. He is a buckler, a shield to those who trust Him. So my friends, this morning, what's the point? The point I'm trying to drive into you is that every good, every perfect gift that you enjoy, it is from God. But all the sins that you fall into is not God leading into. Don't blame God whenever you fall into sin. It is out of your own cravings, it is out of your own desire, it leads you to that place. But God has a plan. God is perfect. He wants good gifts into your life. If only you could trust Him, that's all. If only you could trust Him. If only you could ask Him for wisdom. If only you can pray and trust without doubt, without wavering, then every good and perfect gift will belong unto you. So tomorrow we look at the other part of it, of every good and perfect gift. We look at the other part of it, that is the Father of lights. So you don't want to miss again tomorrow. So may the Lord bless you, and let us end this session with a word of prayer. Heavenly Father, we want to thank you. We bless you. We honor your name. And even God, as we look out for the goodness and the perfection in our lives, you are the source. We ask you that God, you put in us the perfection, and you put in us the reality and the knowing that God, everything that is perfect simply comes from you. For we pray all this, trusting and believing in the mighty name of Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Amen.
Christ alone, my hope is found. He is my light, my strength, my song. This cornerstone, this solid ground, firm through the fiercest drought and storm.